Final Cut Pro, in case you were wondering. I did a video like this in February where I showed you all my editing tricks and the behind the scenes of my videos, and I thought I could better elaborate on that video and show you some new tips and tricks, so that is what I'm here to show you today. Super quickly, before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe down below if you have not already, and hit the little bell for notifications so you never miss one of my uploads. But with all that being said, we can hop right into the video. So to start off, I make all my thumbnails on PicMonkey.com. So to make my thumbnails, I'll go to Collage, then Computer, and this will pull up my desktop, and I'll select the screenshots I want to use to make my thumbnail. Basically the most exciting parts of the video. And yeah, that just takes a second to load up, but once it's loaded up, now we can adjust the format of the screen. So I go to Square Deal and I select the one with 4 boxes, and then you want to change it to 1280 by 720 so it fits the YouTube thumbnail size. And now you can drag and drop your pictures how you want them arranged. I'm copying the thumbnail from my second to last video so you guys can see. So then I just zoom in my pictures a bit if I feel like the format they're in is too wide and you want to see more of the central image, I guess. And then I'll also maybe bump up the exposure a little bit because it always looks better if it's a little brighter. So basically just minimal adjustments, if you know what I mean, is what I end up doing right here. So now it's time to adjust the border. Go to the paint swatch tablet looking tool and I space it about here. If you guys can see, it's on the setting number 9. And then you just want to play with the color till you like it, then export it to editor. So when I get there, I normally go to the little adjustment tool and I'll kind of play around with the brightness and the contrast, you know, the different lighting. And then you want to go to color neutral picker, and then you can just kind of press around and then it will make your pictures kind of a color so they all work together. Then for my text box, I use the geometric rectangular shaped ones. And so for this, I just kind of go and adjust them to my liking, and I always have one of them black and one of them white, and all my thumbnails kind of look like a theme on the page of my channel. That's why I do this, so they kind of are cohesive. And then I do the text the opposite color of the box. And I use the text Baboss New, and I'm going to talk about this more in a bit, and then Beauty and a Beast for my thumbnails. And yeah, so then I'll just kind of play around with the sizing and get the overlays to fit behind the text and just kind of match it up. Now if you want to add a little extra something something, you can search whatever image you want and then emoji. So I first tried doing it with leaves, and then I ended up doing pumpkin because leaves didn't work out. But so you'll want to go to Google Images and then go to Settings or the Tools and then Color and Transparent, so the background is transparent. And like I said, I did that, but then it came up as not being transparent later, so just go with the other one, just check that it's transparent. But as you can see, it showed up kind of weird here, but then I have my pumpkin one and it shows up fine, and then you have your thumbnail and you can save and export to your computer. So my 2 favorite fonts are Baboss New and Beauty and the Beast. I think they're super cute and they work well with my editing style and how I like to display my videos. So to get these, all you'll need to do is go to dafont.com, and then once you get to the website, just search them up. Search Beauty and the Beast or Baboss New or whatever font you want. Scroll down and download, and they will save into your font book on your computer, as you can see right here. And then you'll just have access to them. You want to hit install font, and then they're in your font book. There's Baboss New, and then here's Beauty and the Beast, and I just wanted to show you a quick example of what they look like when you're actually typing out words. So here's me saying hello to everyone. But yeah, so this is what they look like. I think they're super cute for thumbnails and just for any text you need. So these are the fonts that I just like to use for my videos. As for the background music I use, here are 2 of my most used songs in case you wanted to know what I put in the background of my videos. To get an aesthetically pleasing tint to your videos, just search white background on Google Images or whatever color you want, then choose a solid color background that matches your color choice, and drag and drop that into your desktop. So here's a quick before shot of the intro to my last video before applying the effect. So once you have your effect, you just want to drag and drop that from your desktop into Final Cut Pro or whatever editor you use. This should work for everything. And then drag it so it covers all the clips you want to cover with the effect. Then select your layover, and then you want to play with the opacity. So just drag this down to make it less opaque and just kind of play with it till you get it to the setting you want. You just kind of literally have to play with it to get it how you want. And yeah, once that's done, then you have your new little set of clips, and this is an after shot of how it turned out. So here's a quick before of the clips I'm going to color correct. They're just from my last, or one of my last videos. So basically color correcting is just enhancing the color of like a video or a picture to make it more appealing to your audience. So you want to go to show color board, and then the first thing I go to is exposure, and this is kind of like the opacity thing. You just got to play with it to your liking. So you can move the exposure up or down, just see how it looks for the photo, and then you can also bump up the saturation, lower the saturation, and then there's different settings for the brights, the shadows, and different parts of the photo. And then you can also tint it a certain color. So that's the first after, and then we're just going to go through this process again. So go to show color board and just play with the exposure and the mid-tones and the bright highlights and the shadows, and just see how you want it. It kind of depends on the clip, but some of them, if there's similar lightings, you can paste it, which I'll show you how to do in a bit. But yeah, so you just got to play with the clip to your liking, and then it totally, I think, makes a difference in the color. Here's another one in a different setting, and it just makes the clip more appealing to the viewer. And if you see any big YouTubers videos, they totally do this, and it just makes your video overall, this is just a weird word I feel to use, but it makes your video more attractive to watch. Now, to apply to what we just did, if you have a nicely edited clip such as this that you already color corrected, but then you have another clip with similar lighting that you want to paste your color corrections on, you just want to do Command C to copy the first clip, and then Shift Command V on the second clip, and it will show you how to paste the attributes, and you can select what things you want to paste and what you don't want to paste. And you might need to adjust it a little bit, like this one was a little oversaturated still, but overall it works pretty well. And now you have your nice new clips that have the same edits as the first, and you don't have to go in and do the new edits on each and every clip.